Well, hello. I'm going to give you the top 10 things that I think you absolutely need to have in your kitchen at all times if you are planning to become keto or fat adapted. Number one, Kerrygold unsalted butter. Take that butter, have it unsalted, because then you can always add as much of the Himalayan sea salt or unrefined salts that you want. It's up to you because then you just, salt is not the problem. It's just that you don't know which kind of salt they're using to make their butter. So Kerrygold butter, number one. Number two, endless avocados. Get the bags of bulk of avocados, so usually the cheaper ones, and have them lying around because you want to have an avocado or two, depending on how active you are, a day. Avocados, yes. Number three is the meat. So have your meat and make sure that it is attached to its fat, the way it's found in nature. So there's never going to be a situation where protein and fat are separated in nature, and you're having with meat where you're having just like a boneless, skinless chicken breast. What I'm trying to say is that you do not want to spike your insulin with gluconeogenesis, meaning that you're just getting protein and your body kind of freaks out, not knowing what to do with it. It needs that fat to go together. They're stuck together to make everything work, especially in ketosis, and not throw anything out of whack. Didn't sound very scientific, but I promise you there's a reason behind it. Go watch Stephanie Keto Person. She talks about this a lot. Number four is eggs. Cage-free, free-range, organic, local, whatever you can get. Eggs are very important. The ratio with eggs is that you want to have the yolks in as many eggs whites as are present in your meal. You need to have that many yolks. So for me, I just make sure that I don't ever you never want to have just the whites. Make sure there are yolks in there. And if anything, like if you eat just the yolks too, that's cool. But the thing about egg whites is that they can actually cause what look like egg allergies in people. So try to keep the egg with the yolk. Common sense. Just eat eggs is what I'm trying to say. The next thing is liver. I get very affordable liver from the meat market. And I'll show you actually. I have this freeze-dried pack. It should be refrigerated. It's going to go in the fridge in a sec. Beef liver. $2.75 for this. Liver has a lot of vitamins and minerals. It actually has a ton of vitamin D. So if you have issues with vitamin D because you live in a place where you don't get sunlight all the time, or if you have iron stuff or hormone stuff, it's just really important to have something like that where you can get a lot of vitamin D. It's great. The next thing is sardines. Sardines are a wonderful, quick, convenient thing to eat on the go because they have a lot of interesting minerals in them. They're a very fatty fish. They don't contain a lot of mercury like the other fishes out there. And especially with the bones inside of them, that's a great form of calcium, as well as coenzyme Q10, which you need to synthesize protein. So it's like that is a great transportation, takes all these amazing minerals and things and takes it and turns it into the actual protein that makes up your muscles. So let me just keep thinking. I've got sardines. I'm doing this on a whim, so I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Things that you might need. Coconut oil, wonderful. But you can, have all coconut oil you want after you've had a lot of the other fats. So coconut oil is a fine plant-based fat when it's unrefined and organic. But you do not need to only rely on coconut oil. Have the butter and have the other stuff too. But for taste, I think coconut oil is awesome for making fat bombs and stuff like that. Liquid stevia is a really important thing if you want to have treats. I love making fudge and stuff with the liquid stevia, the coconut oil, a little butter, and maybe just some macadamia nuts. Then the last thing is macadamia nuts, because out of all the nuts, you don't want to be overdoing nuts at all, but macadamia nuts have the highest fat content. Great treat food to kind of like garnish and make like spice up, or I'm not spice up, but like change the texture and taste of some of your desserts on keto. So, yeah, I guess that's all my main basics. I would say also to make sure you're drinking a ton of water. I take liquid magnesium for the electrolytes because you're actually you're flushing a lot out. So it's very important to keep up with your electrolytes. I have not worked out today. I would love to go to the gym, but I'm actually going to take the day off because as someone who, I train really hard, every now and then I'm going to take days off because it's good to just kind of reset, and I don't feel like I need to work out that hard every single day, especially because I've been doing a lot lately. Anyway, those are my basics, high top things that I need for keto in the kitchen. So get yourself stocked up.